peace, beautiful people. It is I, your friendly neighborhood ImahX, back with this week's Riff. And we are a day late, but we are not $1 short. We are fully funded. I don't know why I said that. But we're going to go ahead and get into our tuning fork, 528 hertz. We can do a better one than that. So, hope everyone has had a fabulous weekend. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into some guidance for this week. We stepped into Leo season. We've got full moon, new moon coming up. I am off today, gang. But there's something to be said for showing up even as you are when, you know, you're doing your best. But that means that this reading is going to be amazing. That's usually how that works. But we're going to go ahead and get our animal oracle deck, Most High Ancestors, Angels, Spirit Guides of our collective. What messages or message do you have for us to be a central grounding force this week, or for whenever folks come across this video? Alright, one more shuffle. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Okay, and we'll get one more besides that. Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Okay, so I love that both of these cards have that orangey sacral chakra energy to them, because that very much is the energy of creation, very much is the energy of emotions. So very much as we, oh my God, why am I so off today? Okay. So as we are stepping into this week, we want to have a gentle touch with ourselves. If you are a little bit off, like I am struggling right now in this reading, and I'm being gentle with myself, because you know what? The miracles are endless. So even if I am perceiving myself to not necessarily be functioning at optimum, maybe somebody needs this. Maybe someone needs to see me be a little tongue-tied, because you know it is Mercury retrograde, and we are all humans, and we are all flawed, and we are all in this journey together, which means that we are all going through very similar struggles, whether we perceive it or not. And it can be very easy when people have platforms, and when, you know, celebrities have things, or even people that you know in your outside, in your life, from the outside looking in at their lives. It can be very easy to have a perception as if it is, you know, sunshine and rainbows, but you never know what people are going through. And that, you know, is one of the reasons that we want to bring gentleness and compassion into situations, not only with ourselves, but with individuals around us. You know that saying, like, you never know what somebody's going through, and you know, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. So you see these stories about people snapping out and so forth, and it's like, well, their wife had just left them, and like and like all of the compounding things that create the circumstances that cause tension in this reality. And it's like there's enough natural friction to life, especially given that we live in a capitalistic society that generates arbitrary friction and false friction. So it creates competition where there would only be natural harmony and so forth, and creates scarcity where there's really abundance, or at least the perception of scarcity. So it can be very easy when we are within that system to get into a space where it's very easy when we get into to get into a space of losing your train of thought. And also losing, it can be very easy in those to lose your cool. Hey, there we go. I was like, what else do you lose? Your train of thought? It can be easy to lose your cool when things are being overwhelmed. So that's why we want to make sure that when it comes to ourselves, we're being gentle, because this is the thing. Our bodies do so much that we don't know about. Like, there are things going on in your lungs right now that you can't even fathom, gang. Like your pancreas, like most people don't even know what their pancreas does. Like you have all sorts of, organisms within your body, like your mitochondria and so forth, just constantly generating the power that keeps your cells going. Like there's so many things that go on within the microcosm of our body, and we extend that energetically when we go into the microcosms of people's lives. So that's why we want to be gentle, because it can be hard enough. That's what I was saying about the capitalism. It can be hard enough without us adding onto each other's plates with nonsense. And because the miracles are endless, be a miracle to someone's life. Just be a blessing to someone. It's very easy to do. It doesn't require grand gestures. It can be as simple as you holding the door for someone when you didn't have to, and they could be having a terrible day, and just that small act of human kindness can be enough to make them be like, okay, well, at least not everybody's trash. And you would be surprised how much that at least not everybody's trash can help folks to sustain and maintain. So we want to be gentle with ourselves this week as we go through our ebbs and flows. As like, I didn't have it yesterday. We see that I am holding it together today, but we are here. And actually, it added to the overall message. So I love that, because I knew it had to serve a purpose. Like, why, Lord? But Most High Ancestors from our Rebel deck, we're going to go ahead and get some straightforward, just kind of straightforward. Yeah, Mercury retrograde is in full effect this week. I got to see what angles it's hitting in my chart, because I have not been getting it, but this week, ooh. Okay, so time to let go. Move the F on. And that can go for anything that is not serving us, for the arbitrary standards that we hold ourselves to the preconceived notions that we step into situations with, to our perceptions about other people's lives. Like, time to let that go and move on within yourself into not allowing those things to affect your perception of your reality. Because this is the thing, it's called esteem of yourself, and comparison is the thief of joy. So we are taught, especially within this society, to like, oh, well, compare yourself to others to like, know how you're doing. But it's like, no, this is a you versus, lately I feel like it's me versus me. Don't see competition, why would I compete? Like, hey, sometimes it's a you versus you. So in terms of perceptions that outside things are going to be able to throw you off and so forth, like, part of being gentle with yourself is letting go of the things that hold you back, is letting go of the thought processes that limit you, is being kinder with yourself in those moments. So we're going to go ahead and finish it off with our Moonology deck. Just a last guiding energy. And if you guys are interested in a longer read for the full moon, new moon, because my brain still will not tell me which it is, we can do that. Just let me know below, and we can go live over here or on the YouTubes, or on both. We can simulcast, gang. All right, so we have first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your good luck. It can be one of the reasons it's difficult to let things go and move on, is because we fear that the universe will not replace it with something better. But if you believe in your good luck, if you understand that the miracles are endless, you know that nature abhors a vacuum. And if you believe and understand and know that it's always aligning for your highest and greatest good, then when you make that room, it has no choice, literally, but to bring in better. And it's like, well, if that's the case, how come I didn't have better before? Because you didn't know better. And now that you know better, you're going to do better. And that has been this week's Riff. I am your friendly neighborhood ImahX, We're back tomorrow with the Ruin Zoom. Let me know if you guys are interested in like an hour-long reading. We can really delve deep. And be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be naturally you.